What is going on, my crazy clown heads? I hear that the government is trying to put a flavor ban on the uh, flavors in the e-liquid. And honestly, I found a bottle. I forgot it in the house though, but I'm not going back in there to get it. But I'm gonna come back up here later and show you exactly what kind of companies are gonna fuck us over in this whole thing, man. Honestly, I found it was. I've been looking at this bottle forever, and I went rummaging through my bag and my vape bag, and I haven't been there for God knows how long. And went through there and found it. The thing and it honestly, I mean, it really didn't. It pissed me off because the pictures. Okay, if you're gonna make an e-liquid, do not put SpongeBob on it. Do not put Daffy Duck on it. Do not put just 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 naming the couple. Why the hell would you put a fucking cartoon on there in the first place? Honestly, why? Why would you put a cartoon character on there? This is exactly what's gonna fuck us in the ass with this industry. And give the FDA and the government what the hell they want. Talking about that, the government talking about that they didn't want this to make it more applicable to teens or young kids or shit. It's funny they say that because, okay, when did they ever start anything with Joe Camel was around, huh? Anybody remember that? Anybody remember Joe Camel, Joe Cool, whatever? Joe Camel, the one that Marlboro used for their, or maybe it won't Marlboro, but the ones that they use for the cigarette commercials and stuff, like Mr. Joe Cool and had the cigarette in his mouth and stuff. What about that? Anything about that? I don't think there was a conversation about that. Or even in Tom and Jerry, when Tom was sitting there smoking a cigarette and rolled it up and everything and lit it. Was there anything started about that? I mean, was there? Honestly, I'm being serious. Was there? But yet, you try to save somebody's life. Oh no, we can't have that. Oh no, the government. See, that's what it is. They want you to keep smoking cigarettes because they're gonna perk you right up. The only thing to them is more money in their pockets. They don't give a shit if you live or die. And this is proof. If they did, they wouldn't have a big problem with the vaping industry to start with. If these things were around years ago, many great people would still be here today that were addicted to cigarettes. They'd still be here and died of cancer. They would still be here today. And that's not what the government wants. They want everybody going back to smoking cigarettes. I don't even know how cigarettes are even legal, because for the simple fact, you tell me one thing, honestly, cigarettes kill people just about every other day. Somebody dying of cancer because of cigarettes. Alcohol kill people not as much, but depends on how you drink. But marijuana, how many people has it killed? Huh? Honestly, how many people has marijuana killed? But yet it's illegal. Believe that. Marijuana can cure PTSD. It can cure what is it? The some type of syndrome where you're shaky, and I can't think of it right now, but it has many cures that cannabis can cure, but yet it's illegal. But yet, tobacco, battery acid, horse piss, the list goes on and on and on. Every chemical that is put into Them little nasty things you got hanging out of your mouth. Looking like a piece of chalk sitting there walking by, sitting there blowing it in people's faces and shit. That pisses me off when I'm sitting there walking with my kid and you're sitting there and you're going to blow a cigarette in my face. But yet if I blow vape in your face and stuff, you're going to get pissed off and get a beef with me like, what the hell, man? You got a problem? At least what I'm doing ain't going to give you secondhand smoke. Because it's not smoke, it's vape. You take a cigarette. I'm not going to do this. You can take a cigarette and blow the smoke from that. Because I've tested this. Because I know somebody that smokes. And I have stood beside them. You can tell the difference between a smoke from a cigarette and smoke from vape. There is a huge difference. People can disagree with me all they want to. But that's because you're siding with the government. You're one of the ones that are trying to screw us over. Us in the vaping industry and stuff, that's what I'm saying, people. Everybody needs to wake up. Honestly. It's getting ridiculous. The government wants to stop vaping with flavors, but wants to keep tobacco flavors. They even want to stop the ones with menthol in them. It's ridiculous. Because they don't want it to apply to young teens or whatever. Let me tell you something. You can put the ban on anything you want. Alcohol is only legal for 18 and up in the state I'm in. And no, my bad. 21 and up, my bad. But hey, the reason I said 18 and up is because you still see 18-year-olds going and finding ways to get the shit. I know people that are younger than that. That stay lit all the time. Party all the time. They're not of age. So it don't matter what you make illegal. People are going to find their way to do it. Regardless of what you say. It's not stopping people from, buying the chemicals and making them themselves at home. It's going to make it harder for us that actually purchase e-liquid. That's true. And don't make e-liquid. But, for the people that do, you're not going to really, but the companies that are really going to screw us over is Pop Candy. It's like the Pop Rocks. And the freaking, what is it? It's just anything that can relate to even the Pineapple Express had the little cartoon character that looked like SpongeBob on it, but it was a pineapple. You cannot sit. We are a vaping community. This is not fucking Disney. We are not Pixar. We're not Disney Channel. We're not Nickelodeon. We are the vaping industry. It's called vaping, people. Well, good God, if you want to do that and stuff, then pop in a VHS of Mickey Mouse or a Frozen DVD or something like that. And if you want to just do that and stuff, then watch the show instead of sitting there throwing it on a label. And if you make an e-liquid out there and stuff and you're throwing cartoon characters off, a big piss off to you too. Because you guys are the one really screwing us over. That's really why they even stepped in to start with, because of stupid, yeah, they wanted people to stay on cigarettes, of course, but to even add more kerosene to the fire. People putting pretty little cartoon characters of Minnie Mouse, Mickey Mouse, and freaking, whatever. You put Goofy on a box. And selling it as e-liquid stuff for adults. But yet, if a child comes up and sees that, oh, it's got Mickey Mouse on it stuff, can I have it stuff? No, it's for adults only. How is that? It's got a pretty little, cute little cartoon character on it. You can't have My Little Pony on something and expect somebody not to grab it. See, it's not even book sense, and it's not common sense. It's this. That's all they care about is this. When you're sitting there and you're putting the labels on there and you know it's wrong and it's going to attract kids. And I know a lot of people say, well, if you watch your kids, it doesn't matter if you watch your kids or not. It shouldn't be put out there to start with. Talk about you should watch your kids. If that was the case, okay, if that was the case, if you shouldn't, you should be watching your kids and stuff, worried about e-liquid and stuff on there. You're probably, first off, you're probably the one help contribute to those people that are doing the whole cartoon character shit. And on top of that, it's like saying basically that you sit there and you basically masturbate every night. Is anybody watching you? Honestly, I mean, I'm keeping it on the low. So you say that, watch your kid is gonna keep them from touching a cartoon character. It's like telling Pee Wee Herman to not watch a porno. I mean, am I right? Wrong? Is what it is. But that's what I'm talking about, people. If you really want this vape industry to make it, then you need to go to every link that you can possibly find and sign every survey and really step up your game and stop putting the cartoon characters, or not even cartoon characters, anything that has anything to do with something you can, like candy, a drink, anything. Don't sit there and put a Mountain Dew label on a freaking e-liquid. Don't do it. Anything that can look at like something else that that you can consume, don't do it. It's stupid. It's crazy. And it's ridiculous. Because in the end, when we're sitting here all stuck just vaping one thing, what are the vape channels gonna do? Yeah, they'll still be able to make products, but we'll all be vaping the same e-liquid. Tobacco flavored, I mean, not different types of tobacco. There's like, I mean, what are we gonna do? That's not only gonna screw the individual vapors that don't even do this stuff, but it's also gonna screw the ones that do vape channels, and it's gonna mess them up too. And the ones that's got these high-end shops that are real vape shops, it's gonna mess with them too, and it's affecting their family and everything else. They're gonna have to find other jobs because their place is not gonna get as much money anymore, and it's gonna shut down. And there's gonna be, I mean, it's gonna start a whole trend of stuff shutting down, all because of ignorant people putting labels on a freaking e-liquid. The one thing I love about Don Thompson at the Zen Vapor, he does put the pictures of of what it is, and there's nothing wrong with that, honestly. But but at least he does not put anything else on it. He puts the labels up there and stuff and all of that mess and stuff, and yes and stuff. I mean, but they're good labels though. Honestly, when he started out, he didn't do it, but hey, they look better now, even with the stuff on there that yes, it's got pictures of food on them, but it doesn't matter. It's not as bad as these freaking ones making pop candy and or well, I don't even remember the name of it. It was pop candy or pop puff, but it was something like pop rocks. Don't sit there and make a box into the shape of something that somebody can eat. Think about what Don Thompson's labels don't. I mean, his e-liquid don't come in a little fancy box. I mean, it does. Like when it comes in the mail, it's got, of course, the Buddha on it and the Zen Vapor label and all that. Of course, the company, but it's not cartoon characters. It's not gonna draw children. It's not gonna attract a youngin to it. It's not. It's simple, and that's what I love about everything that he does. We really have got to think about these people. And we've got to step our game up in this, because if not, we're all going to be screwed. So it's either your choice. You can sit back and do nothing, and you can think, oh, well, I'm just one person. My vote ain't going to count and stuff. You could be the 1% that would have made a difference. If the government decides to shut all this stuff down and cancel out the flavors and stuff, you could have been that 1% that made it where we almost could have had it. So everybody, if you will, find every link you possibly can on any vape channel, any vape page. Search them up if you have to. You Google everything else. You Google when you chip your toenail. Oh, I just chipped my toenail stuff. What's gonna happen? Oh, I bit my fingernail off. Oh, I got a tiny little scratch. I got a little paper cut. Oh, Google, tell me what to do. Put a bandage on it. Suck it up, buttercup. Plain and simple. And if you can't comprehend and this pisses you off, get off my channel. Honestly. I tell it like it is. And there's not nobody going to tell me anything different. Now I know I'm going to get a lot of hate for this. I'm going to get a lot of comments. Not going to hurt my feelings, though. So go on ahead, everybody that wants to troll up here, and we can film the movie right now. Honestly. Because if you trolled, I'm just going to keep letting you troll, because it ain't helping me none. Heck, you're to get me more views. Go on ahead, view as much as you want to, because every time you click on my video, it's another view in the column. And it keeps getting me higher and higher and higher, to the point to where YouTube is going to realize it. If I get so many views, it is what it is. But I'm going to go ahead and sign off here, guys. I'm just leaving that here with a thank with it. Also, the good news is I finally got me a good paying job. I quit my old one, was able to, and picked up another one. And yeah, so more vape stuff is more going to be on this channel a lot sooner than what I think. I thank everybody out there that was praying up for me, and that, you know, everybody that stuck with the channel and believed in me, because there's going to be more vape stuff up here eventually and stuff. I won't probably have as much time to do as much, like going up here live and everything like I've been doing. But guys, just work with me and stuff. I'm going to be working probably, I don't know how many hours, but honestly, it's I got to make it. I got a family. I've got to do this. This is what I got to do. And I don't get paid to do this. So just please understand where I'm coming from with this. I don't get paid to make these videos. I don't get paid to sit out here and talk to you guys. I would love to get paid to just sit out here and talk to you guys, because I talk to you every night. But that's not how easy it is. That's not how it works. But yeah. Anyway, I'm leaving with y'all with that thought. Crazy Clown Vape signing off. Y'all have a good day.